Hi, my name is Gicar, and welcome to The Works.
There
No?
you go, Bello.
How you doing, man?
I'm okay, you?
Very good. Very good.
Nice.
It's been so long.
Yeah. So look,
Tell me.
I brought you here to have a good discussion, and this is the reason why I'm wearing my hat, because my hair
Wow.
is a fucking disaster.
So that means I gave you the last haircut then.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is it goes at least over a month and a half.
Oh yeah, easy. If it's the last haircut I gave you, it's about that. It's about right.
Yeah, so I've been watching right before you called. You know what I was watching? The Last Dance. Have you watched it?
Oh my God, I've been dying to. That's the new Michael Jordan documentary, right?
Yeah. Okay,
I've
so
been.
I was never a crazy basketball fan,
Mhm.
but you know when we were young, we all had that
Yeah,
we all had
Jordan.
that Chicago Bulls cap once upon a time, right?
100%.
Man, I've been watching this. I watched the first 2 episodes. It's fucking amazing.
But I was telling my wife actually, it's funny. Just yesterday, we need to watch this, because I was a big Michael Jordan, a big Michael Jordan fan,
Yeah,
Johnny,
I'm not gonna tell you anything, but watch it.
yeah, I'm dying to watch it.
So what have you been doing with this fucking lockdown
Well,
and what's going on? How are you keeping busy?
it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy. I'm not used to this, being home now since the last day at the shop for me was March 17th,
Okay,
and
so it's over a month now.
oh yeah, it's over a month. It's been really long, trying to make the best of it with the family.
Yeah.
But it gets tiring, it's hectic. So I praise daycare workers, I really do.
I think this whole thing made a lot of people reflect on different things.
Oh yeah,
It made
big
a
time.
lot of people deflect on things that we take for granted, like your services,
Exactly.
right? Your
Yeah,
services.
and it's a shame because you have so many people that are in need of a haircut, but at the same time we have to keep in mind that health is more important than anything right now, right?
Exactly.
Is it a little bit inflated, all of this situation? I think it is.
Hmm.
But then again, hopefully we can get back it very soon, and I'm looking for that. Looking forward to that at least. See my clients, be out there, especially you, right? Even you,
Yeah.
I'm sure that you want to get back at it, right?
I want to stop wearing a hat to
There you
cover
go.
this mess of a hair.
No
But
kidding.
but I saw that you posted there that they're in the works now of
Yeah,
looking at some sort of plan.
that's right. We released a statement yesterday on Facebook and on the Salon Studio 84 Instagram account. Basically a mise à jour, just stating that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and that we're gonna be starting to open up eventually. We don't have a date, but it's gonna be gradual. In a sense, it's gonna be measures. We're gonna have to, work with masks, hand sanitize,
Mhm.
the chairs, the stations. It can be crammed like it used to be, like doing back-to-back. Example, I would do a client every 30 minutes.
Mhm.
It's going to be a client maybe an hour,
Okay.
But we're still waiting for Monsieur Legault to release the rules and the regulations, which I think next week
Okay.
he's going to announce something,
Okay. So for the people that are gonna listen to this and don't know who you are,
Right.
well, they know one that you cut my hair. So talk about your place, your studio. What do you do?
Yeah. So my name is Peter Arcaro, and I've been cutting hair now since 17, 18 years old, I'd say. And I've had Studio 84 since 2012. So it's been a while. We're located in Saint Leonard, and it's a men and women's hair salon. And I myself specialize in men's grooming, men's barbering. And so that's pretty much a little bit about myself. I enjoy wine.
Yeah. So have you been? How have you been grooming yourself these days?
As you could
Have you
see,
cut your hair?
As you can see, I haven't given myself a full-on haircut. I just try to minimize, a little bit the sides, clean
Yeah.
up my neck. My beard, I haven't touched it, but I don't have those caveman beards, so
Yeah.
that'll pass. But yeah, I haven't really touched it. I'm trying. By the time I get back to work, I think myself and everybody, we're all gonna have that Bradley Cooper hangover hairstyle going on. So I'm just letting it flow for now.
Yeah.
I'm keeping it simple. I'm using for what I use, like not only for my hair, but people that are in the same situation as me right now. It's just basically not a strong hold. It's more of a natural matte finish look, which gives you kind of just a little bit of flow. Not too hard, not too wet, and it's used. The name of the product is Crown Shaving. It's a Canadian product, paraben free, animal cruelty free, and it's the only products I use and
Nice.
recommend for my clients. Yeah.
And it's a trend now, this cruelty free.
Yeah,
It's a new thing. Do you find that it's better for
definitely
the hair?
definitely I'm more into that natural stuff, Johnny, I'd say. So
Yeah.
I would say yes, 100%, especially people that have a sensitive scalp, and some people get dandruff.
Mhm.
Some people get like little rashes that I've seen. This is you won't get none of that with a natural paraben free product.
Nice.
Yeah,
Good
you'll
stuff.
pay a little bit more for it, but it's quality.
You
It's
pay for what
creme
you
de la
get. You
creme.
get for what you pay. Eh?
That's right.
So it's as simple as that. Just like wine.
That's it. Exactly.
Have you seen any videos that of people cutting their own hair and shit?
Yeah, it's been you see
It's
so many
insane.
every day. I see clients are sending me videos, pictures. It's really funny, actually. Even with one of them was really funny, where the guy has like an extension and he's like 6 meters away from the client. There was another one with
He has an extension cutting the client's
yeah.
hair.
I'm gonna forward you that video.
Okay.
You have to see it. You have to see it. It's really something. And then another one I came across this morning was at the sink. The guy's getting his hair washed, and the hairdresser is on another sink with a hose, an actual garden hose, watering down the client's hair. That I thought was really. These guys are crazy.
Well, at least they're keeping their distance, but
Exactly, and they're making us laugh, right?
Yeah, you need that. You need that these days, man. You need
Yeah,
to laugh a bit because
exactly.
pay too much attention, you
100%.
start going a
You
bit
need
crazy.
to. There's too much negativity. You open up the TV. There's news. That's all they talk about is this. It's really long.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's why I invited you to have a good conversation. We'll pretend that I'm sitting in your chair.
And
but you're
thanks for having me today. It was really cool to be on your podcast. And
Sure.
I see, what are you at now? The third, fourth episode?
Yeah, exactly. I have a bunch already recorded.
Okay.
So I have I think I have like 5 or 6 pending right now.
Very good.
And I put out one, let's say, a week.
Good for you, man.
On average, one a week, and just getting a bunch of people that are either that I know or that I use their service or I like what they're doing, and just coming up and talking and presenting like what they do and how they see the world, and how they came about it. And that's why I want to ask you. So how did you come about saying, okay, this is my dream to own my own salon, my own studio? How did that come about?
I would say the way that came about was I'll put things into perspective. The way I fell into the actual field was a little bit I'm not gonna say lucky, but I didn't really have a plan after high school on what I was gonna do with my life moving forward.
Mhm.
And school was never really my forte. But the only thing I had really going for me was I always had the sickest haircuts in school. I always liked fashion. I liked men's grooming stuff. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give hairdressing a try. At first, my parents were like, hairdressing, but what are you gonna do with hairdressing? You never held a blow dryer in your life. You never held a pair of scissors in your life. I'm like, yeah, you guys are right. But and I give it a try. and I gave it a shot. And one way or another, it took me to working for someone for about 9 years. I loved it. I was good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally I said, you know what? I go, moving forward, I gotta have my own place. I gotta have my own salon so I could cater to my clients and do what I really love to do, but for myself. And it was really hard to get there. But once I got there, Johnny, it was a lot of sacrificing. But once I got there, I mean, I was really, really happy, and I'm happy with the outcome up to now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's pretty much it. I still think that every day when I get to the shop, I'm still not where I want to be, because that's the way I am. I always want more and more and more, and I always want better.
Yeah.
But I know that there's some new stuff. There's a project that I'm really working on that I'm hoping that I could land it, and it's going to be really good. Always in hairdressing, always in men's grooming. But it's what it is. I was always a big dreamer, but at the same time, you got to turn your dreams into reality, right?
It's perfect. That's the only way.
Yeah.
It's the only way to be. And I remember when I used to come and see you.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Like
we go way back. I used to cut your hair when I didn't even have studio, I believe, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I used to come to the other place to come and see you, and then
I dedicated 9.5 years there.
insane. Time flies. But it's good now. You're
Crazy.
implementing what you want to do, your vision.
Yeah.
And do you have any future projects going on?
I mean, my dream always, Johnny, is still to always have an actual just barber shop where there's just guys. Cigar lounge, wine bar, espresso machine going. That's always my go-to, and I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it, I promise. And also to have my own line of products, high-end men products as shampoos, body wash, pastes. And then I would say, you know what, I'll be fulfilled. And I'll tell myself that I'm happy with what I did, with my life. I'm 35, so we're still working hard to get there.
For sure. And it's good. I'm sure you're gonna do well in that. I know I'm getting to know your vision and your ideas more and more. And so far, every product that I bought from you was really good.
Yeah. Thank you.
So I know you have good taste in that. And what about taste in wine? I know we start talking about that last time.
Wine, Johnny, man. I've been into wine, I would say, since the age of 26, and gradually now, I mean, I'm at a point where I drink a bottle a day.
Okay.
But I don't even get drunk on it. I just drink it with food. I'll have a glass of wine while I'm doing some work at home. I'll drink a glass of wine with my wife. I got my wife into it.
I collect the wine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I collect wine. I buy wine. I study wines. So yeah, wine just became like a second. I'm not gonna say a hobby, but like a second passion for me.
Yeah.
If I wasn't doing what I'm doing, I'd probably own a vineyard, Johnny. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, a vineyard, and I'd have fresh tomatoes, basil growing, and I'd be making some pizza four à bois and drink wine all day.
Okay, so now first I started this conversation with needing a haircut. Now I need to eat. So you can't get better than that, huh? Looking good and eating well.
There you go. What else is there to life, right?
Exactly. Where would you own your vineyard?
Oh my God!
If you have to pick one spot anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Anywhere in the world, I'd probably pick it in Tuscany, Johnny.
Okay. Is that because of your favorite wines, or is that the area that you like, or?
I would say, it's probably my favorite wines, but the French are up there too. I'm a big, for someone who's Canadian Italian. Mm-hmm. I really like French wines a lot, but you got to know your French wines.
Yeah.
So if I had the opportunity in the world, probably Tuscany would be my first pick to own a vineyard, and second would be France.
Nice. And if I never got into. Well, actually, I'm going to lie if I say this. I did get into French wines at one point, both red and white. But I think I already mentioned this to you, is that the red, I kind of veered off of that path because it's weird, man. I still can't figure out what it is, but when I drink it closes my throat.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, listen, it's everybody's got different side effects sometimes. Like for example, I used to drink. Obviously, I drink more red, but I used to like. I have even some whites left in the cellar. But like now, white wine for me gives me headaches for some reason.
it's probably high in sugar.
I tend to not buy or drink wines that have a lot of sugar, very very low
Exactly.
grams of sugar. Because whatever I buy, I studied it before, and I'm not just buying it to buy it. So, no, I don't know if it's maybe the alcohol percentage or just the grape itself. But yeah, that could possibly be why you get that reaction. Maybe you got to start trying red natural wine. Maybe, who knows?
I've had actually red natural wines as of late. Okay,
And
so the before this whole thing hit, I tried a few natural red wines,
okay,
and it was good. I didn't have
you see,
any reaction to it. I was a bit skeptic at the beginning, but
hmm
and I've noticed also is if I have a high quality red wine, more on the more expensive side, it's
hmm
it's labeled as expensive, but
yeah,
if it's more on the high quality side with a year that's at least a minimum of 5 years
you don't get that problem.
of age, I don't have that problem. So if I'll go grab like a 2019 regular bottle, forget it.
Forget
It's it's
about it.
it's
Eh?
happening. If I go
So you
get
see,
maybe a 2013, I'm good.
see the Johnny, it's your body telling you you got to drink quality.
Exactly.
Life, Johnny, life is too short to drink bad wine.
I love that. It's too short to have bad hair, and it's too short
Eh,
to have bad
exactly,
wine.
and,
But you
I
know
was just
what?
gonna tell you, when you wake up in the morning, you say, "Okay, I need a haircut today." The way I analyze this is, whatever I do in my life, it's like example, going back to products for 2 seconds.
Yeah, go
I'm
ahead.
not gonna sell you a product that I know I wouldn't like or use, right?
Yeah,
So for me, like going to get a haircut, or you going to get a haircut, or another client going to get a haircut, it's a good haircut could change your life. You feel good about it, right? You get off the chair and okay, when I go home, take a shower, just got a haircut, I feel good. Now you're motivated to do your job, to go to a party. You feel good. When you feel good, when you look good, you feel good, right? So
exactly.
it's all relevant. I
And I
mean,
and I think, and you know what? I agree with you on this 100%, because I'll be honest with you. I'm someone that uh not even just because of work, but
mhm,
also just every day. When I get up, I
yeah,
like getting dressed.
yeah,
Whether it's jeans, a shirt, a blazer, even a t-shirt, whatever, it doesn't matter.
for
But I
sure.
like dressing up. And I've noticed in the past month, like I'm in hoodies, I'm
Yeah,
in jogging pants, and you know what?
yeah,
It's crazy, but it's getting to me. It's
yeah.
getting to
See,
me not dressing up.
same here, man. It's that's what I was saying. Going back to that, it's crazy being in sweatpants and a t-shirt. This is not me. This is not like, what am I
Yeah,
doing?
yeah.
Could we swear on this podcast or
For sure, you could do whatever the
okay?
fuck you want. That's my thing. Do whatever the fuck you want.
Well, I feel like you feel like a fucking couch potato, right? And
Exactly.
I hate that feeling. I
Yeah.
really hate it.
It's
But yeah,
it's 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 crazy. It's crazy. But so, uh, if you would have to tell me one of your favorite wines, that would you recommend? What would it be?
in which region now we're talking? In
Pick one.
Napa,
For
pick
the first
that
one
comes
that comes
to
to mind that you would say, "Hey, buddy, you need to try this one. Check out." Because I remember you recommended the one to Graziano,
yeah,
okay, and he brought it to my place once, and I said,
yeah.
"This is amazing," and he's like, "Yeah, Peter told me about it." So
Well, Graziano, I've given him a few wines. I've told him to try a few wines. I sent him a few wines,
yeah,
and whatever. Yeah, I mean, if I have to go with my go-to,
yeah,
uh, I'm gonna probably go with a Tuscan, super Tuscan, I should say, like a Tignanello,
okay,
a Sassicaia. Those are masterpiece wines, right? But I mean, now we're going off the chart. We're going off the radar budget wise. So I mean, that would be my go to.
yeah,
Um, but an everyday go to wine, price price for price, I'd probably say Tignanello, Johnny.
okay,
you're gonna spend that $100. But Johnny, it's there's nothing not to like about it.
I'm trying to right now as we're speaking. I'm trying to look. I'm having a blank, man,
Hmm.
because I like obviously white wines because of this whole thing with
Yeah.
red wines. And I recently tried one, and my God, I can't remember this white grape. So I'm a big for me. If you ask me, pick a wine, whatever you want.
Hmm.
Bring me a bottle of Pecorino.
That's
Okay.
your go-to.
Yeah. Plus, I'm from the area. It's not that I'm biased, but I'm from the area.
Hmm.
It's what I grew up with. It's what I
Yeah.
know. It's what I enjoy. I've been to all the vineyards of Pecorino, so I'm able
Yeah.
to, for that
Um,
specific wine, I'm able to say, okay, this is a good one or this is a mediocre one.
yeah.
But there's one that was recommended to me, and I tried it, and now I can't remember the grape, but it was like, I'm trying to find it there, but I can't.
Wasn't a Pecorino, right?
It wasn't a Pecorino, and I'm trying to freaking
If you
remember.
ever want a really good white, Johnny, that is the only white that I'll always love. It's called Bianco Secco, and it's from Giuseppe Quintarelli.
Okay.
The grape in there is Gargagna.
Yes.
There's Grecetto, and there's a bit of Chard.
Is it a southern wine?
It's a Venetian wine. He's from
Venetian.
Veneto.
Okay.
Yeah, he's from Veneto. He's a magician winemaker.
Okay.
He's more known for his Amarones, but his white wine blew my socks off.
Wow.
I believe Graziano tried it as well. I know Graziano knows the wine knows the wine as well, the winemaker.
Yeah.
But there's that one, and I'll send you another one. I don't recall the name. If my life depended on it, I'll send it to you by DM. And going back to Pecorino, I actually had an amazing one with my wife when we were at Bremner 2 birthdays ago.
Yep.
And it was recommended by Danny Smiles. You know,
Yeah, they have a good.
he's
They
got
have a good
beautiful wines.
selection. Yeah.
He's got
Awesome.
beautiful wines, and we wanted to do white that night, and he brought me that white. And I can't remember the name, but I know it was a Pecorino, and it was phenomenal.
Yeah, they have. Every time I've been there, the wines are always. I
Yeah.
never chose. I always let them choose for me,
Mhm.
and yeah, it never disappointed.
Yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful Pecorino we had that night.
And now I just remembered the wine. Now it's Passerina di Chieti, and it's I freaked out. I was
Never
like,
had it. Let's look into it.
yeah, it's a bit difficult to find here,
Mhm.
but you could definitely find it, and probably by private imports, and it's very good wine. Very, very,
Beautiful.
very good wine.
So I'm gonna take note of that.
Yeah. So other than wines and men's grooming, what motivates you?
Well, I mean, now obviously, you know, making people feel good, right? Men trends that are changing, like just being up to date with men's fashion as well, men's haircutting, men's different styles. Like some people have long hair, some people have short hair. Really big on men's products too.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. That's what motivates me a lot.
Do you think that after this quarantine session is over, do you think there's going to be a different vibe to men's grooming, or you think it's going to have some sort of an impact on it, or?
Well, I don't know about an impact. I'm not there yet, but am I gonna be freaking busy? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be running. I think 7-on-7. I'm gonna have no choice.
Yeah.
Because everybody's gonna need a haircut. Everybody's gonna want to feel good. Everybody's gonna want to get out of their rut.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I don't blame them, right?
Yeah.
Will it affect? I don't know if I have an answer for that right now. I hope not.
Mhm.
I mean, I definitely hope not. But maybe someone, Johnny, who tends to go cut his hair every 10 days, let's say, because there's a lot of guys like that.
For sure.
I have a lot of guys like that.
For sure.
Will probably come a little bit less. You
Yeah.
know. the needs. Sometimes at the end of the day, you want to put food on your table before you go get a haircut, right? Which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
Especially people that are not making not making the most, making a high salary or whatever situation may be, right? You got 2-3 kids at home. Your priorities are a little bit different, right?
Exactly.
So it's understandable.
Yeah. And I'm sure you've had already like guys trying to book you, right? Like
Johnny,
I want to be the guy first in line.
I got guys trying to bribe me. What does it take to what does it take to pass first, or I'll pay you triple. It's crazy. I'm gonna listen. At the end of the day, I'm gonna send out a general. I'm already booking guys.
Yeah.
But there's no date, right? So it's not gonna be first come first serve because I only work by appointment. But we're gonna accommodate everybody. I promise.
Yeah, for sure. And how did you get a question that I always wanted to ask you, but I never did?
Yeah.
How did you get Studio 84? How did the name come?
That's pretty easy. The way I chose it was I wanted something that could be said in English, obviously, and not that the French people are gonna butcher the name, so it's easily said in Anglophone and in Francophone.
Yeah.
And 84 is the year I was born.
Perfect. Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice. And if you have, would you ever, or do you travel looking for trends? Like, let's say if you would go to Europe, like, does that inspire you? Or
Definitely. I mean, I used to go to New York for fashion shows, for hair shows, sorry. Toronto. My dream would always be to go to London, Holland. They're the capital right now for hair trends.
Yeah.
And for me, I find England has probably the sickest hairstylists out there.
Yeah. I see a lot of like I follow it somewhat too. Probably not as much as you, but I see that a lot of like especially I think on the grooming side, like the men's grooming, they're very big on
in London it's huge, and even in Italy too. I was in Rome in 2017, and the amount of barbershops, just these guys doing beautiful work, right?
Yeah.
And it's so inspiring. I had visited and I don't know if you ever heard of it. It's called Acqua di Parma.
Yeah,
it's
of course.
It's a really high-end cologne for men and women. And Acqua di Parma has a barbershop.
Really? And this is where in Rome?
This is in Rome. This is not too far from the Spanish Steps.
Okay, yeah.
And Johnny, it was mind-blowing, man. It was really something to see, I had gone there. I had gotten a haircut. It was really something that I was like really impressed, I must say.
Yeah, well, just their lineup of cologne is insane.
Yeah,
they have so many different colognes. I have the I think I don't know if it's the original, but it's the yellow bottle.
I wouldn't know the name, but
they have so many. It's insane.
So
you
many.
Don't even know which ones to pick.
Even for women, they're really nice. They have nice scents to them. I have Oud. It's like a bronze bottle.
Okay.
It's amazing. It's probably my favorite cologne ever.
Yeah, they make good stuff. If you have any other products that you recommend for men, what would it be? Like now, like if you tell me, okay, Johnny, you gotta buy, because I have a heavy beard. I try to keep it somewhat maintained, but not the best. But
I'm a little bit biased with that. What I'm working with, what I'm operating with, and what I really push is these products called Crown Shaving, which they do beard products, they do hair products, they do body washes, hair shampoos. So I'm 100%. I support Canadian, So this is made all in Toronto and Vaughan, by an Italian guy, a Canadian Italian guy like us. And Johnny, I'll email you the list of products. There's mouthwash, there's lip balm, there's hand sanitizer, there's shaving cream, there's everything you could possibly think of. Candles.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, everything you could. So I'm a bit biased, and that's who I rep. That's who I push. And so I would say Crown Shaving. It's I'm a big believer in non-pharmacy stuff.
Yeah.
I'm a huge believer in small batch. and stuff that's quality, like we're talking about earlier. So for me, it would be Crown Shaving. You can check them out also on Instagram under Crown Shaving, and you won't be disappointed. I promise you.
I'm gonna check it out because I'm a very big fan of products, and I try to keep it as natural as possible as well.
Yeah, and if you have any questions on any of the products, you could call me, text me, email me, whatever you want, and I'll be more than glad to help you, man.
Perfect. It sounds good. So if I have to ask you, it's a question that I like to ask a lot of people. If you have a goal, a vision for you in 10 years, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Where do I see myself in 10 years? Yeah. I definitely won't have any more kids. I have one daughter, and that's where it's gonna stay at.
Don't say too loud, though.
In 10 years, it's a very good question. Probably doing still what I'm doing, believe it or not, because I really love it and enjoy it, and that'll make me 45 years old. But having a really kick-ass barbershop that I've always wanted and that I spoke to you about, I'm really targeting for that. And just maybe adding more to my wine collection. Who knows, right?
Do you wanna become a, how could I say? Like, if I look at my company now, right? And I do like engineering, structural engineering, home inspections, all that, and I want to keep it small.
Right.
That's my goal. Is I don't want to grow. I don't want to expand.
You don't want to be commercial.
I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to have like 30,000 employees. It's not my goal. So I want to stay small because that's what I believe in. And staying small, you could always offer, I guess, more personal service to your clients.
Yeah.
So, is that something you're looking at, or something, or you want to grow, expand, or?
Definitely. No, my mindset is a little bit like you on that perspective. I'm not a big believer in being commercial, or for that matter, having 30 employees, or just, I'm not even into like franchising. I'm not into that.
Okay.
I like to keep the production small, quality work. And like you were saying earlier, I mean, for me, that's more my goal. And even though I would have my barbershop that I always wanted, upscale barbershop, just focusing on gentlemen, on young entrepreneurs and young professionals, because that's where I like to target a lot. Basically, me and another 2 barbers, Johnny.
Okay.
Nothing big, nothing huge, but really nice, really chic. Yeah.
Nice. So if I'm gonna go off topic a bit, because it just popped into mind.
Yeah.
Once this thing is over, this quarantine is lifted. Okay.
I hope it's gonna be over soon.
Where's the first place you're going?
Oh man, the first place I would go after all this quarantine is over, probably Italy, Johnny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
I really need to change scene. Not that I have anything against where we are now, where we live, but I need to go to Europe. I want to go back to Italy. I need to go back.
Is that more personal or both? Like personal, work-wise, wine-wise?
I would say all of the above, Johnny.
Okay.
Definitely personal. Also, just to detach a little bit, me and my wife and I.
Yeah.
Also to get more inspired work-wise. Get more trends, get more inspired, and bring it back here and serve my clients with the highest motivation ever.
Yeah.
And ideas for another place, for another barbershop.
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Me too. That would be it's always been my number one spot.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't change it for, like, there's so many beautiful places, but if I could always make a pit stop there on the way, I'm definitely doing it.
I mean, where do you I don't care what anybody says, but where do you eat quality for inexpensive? You eat like you're served, and you eat like a god, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then just everything they have going for them. I like old art, old buildings. I'm a big fan of that. So yeah, probably it definitely would be Italy.
There's do you think that because we're from Italian background that it does have an impact? Because it's weird enough, okay? There's a lot of people
Mhm.
that have been to Italy that came back and told me, "Well, the food was okay." And when I hear that, I'm just confused. I'm like, "What?"
They're just, I think, Johnny, people are just misguided. When you go to Italy, you gotta just laissez faire. You don't need no maps. Don't Google anything. Stay away from tourist traps. That's the way you have to get lost. Like, I'll give you Rome for an example. You
Mhm.
gotta get lost in Rome. Forget it. Who cares where this is or GPS this? No, you put your phone away. You just use your phone to take pictures.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to experience it that way. And I'm a big local guy, so I won't. I know that I could distinguish whether it's touristy or whether it's local. So maybe they were just misguided. Don't look at TripAdvisor shit.
Yeah,
That's all bullshit.
Can I tell you the story of I don't know if I ever
Definitely.
mentioned it, the story of Rome.
No, you never did.
So one night, okay, this is how crazy this day was. We were in Venice in the morning.
Mhm.
We were there for 2 days prior. We left. We took a train to Milan, walked around Milan for the day. We had lunch in Milan, and then at night we had to be back in Rome that same night. Okay, so we did Venice, Milano, Rome in one day. We end up getting in Rome at I think it was 8:00 at night, and we're just starving. We don't know what the hell to eat. Whatever. We see a cab driving around. We stop the guy and we tell him it helps that you speak the language too, right?
No kidding.
So we stop the guy and we say, "Listen, we're hungry. We need a bite to eat. What's open around here? What do you know?"
Yeah.
The guy, super nice. Hop on in. Let's go. I'm going home. I'll drop you off somewhere on the way. Okay, why not? This guy starts driving around, and he's taking us outside of Rome, like outside the outskirts of Rome.
The outskirts.
So I'm like, where the fuck is this guy bringing us? Okay, so he goes. After about 25 minutes of driving, he goes, "Okay, this is your stop. Go inside. Tell him you know me. He's gonna take care of you. Don't worry about it." Okay, how would he get back? He goes, "Don't worry." He goes, "When you're finished eating, tell the guy behind the bar to call me. I'll bring you back." That was my experience at Rome, and he brought us somewhere in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere, right?
It was a small time bar where it looked like they had nothing, but they whipped out the best panini I ever had.
Yeah, it's the places where we least expect it.
Yeah.
The places where they look like rat holes, practically.
Yes.
And for sure, man, I believe you 100% on that.
Insane. Now we're dreaming. We're stuck at home doing this thing over.
Now we're stuck at home on a couch in sweatpants. And, it's mental, man.
Are you popping a bottle of wine tonight or what?
Am I popping a bottle of wine tonight? For sure, definitely tonight. I think we're gonna do French.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do French tonight. I'll be posting it on my Instagram.
Beautiful.
You follow my personal Instagram account, I believe.
Yeah. So for the people listening, give them your social media where they could find your stuff and info to your place.
For sure. I'm not the Bachelor of Canada, but yeah, you could check me out on Peter Arcaro. That's my personal Instagram. And the work account is Salon Studio 84. But then again, I'm not a celeb. I'm just a down-to-earth guy who loves to make people feel good, look good, and who likes wine.
Good. You're good. You have a good pitch.
Thank you.
Good, simple, humble pitch is the best way to go.
Absolutely.
All right. So very good. So listen, thank you very much for coming
Johnny,
to join me.
Thank you for having me. This was fun.
It was a pleasure, and cool. I hope to see you soon because I need a haircut badly.
Yeah.
So as soon as this whole thing gets lifted, let me know.
Yeah, definitely.
I won't try to bribe you, but I'll definitely want to get a haircut soon.
I'll definitely let you know as soon as, even if it's 2-3 days before we're opening, so at least you got an appointment, because it's gonna be crazy.
For sure.
So thanks for having me. This was fun, and best of luck, man, to your project with this. This is cool, you know.
Perfect. It was a pleasure, man. Thanks for joining, and
Thank you.
I'll see you soon.
Sounds good, Johnny.
All right.
Cheers.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.